What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Oh, my mic's not the right mic. Here we go. Now we got the right mic. How you guys doing? Welcome to another stream. God, this is my third stream within 24 hours. Oh, I'm so tired. You guys cannot fathom how tired I am. But the book of Boba Fett is out, so we must talk about it. I'll wait a few minutes/seconds to see if more people will join in. In the meantime, we will go to the chat. Wasn't a fan of the episode. Interesting. You should let me know why. I liked it enough. Great episode. Good episode, though. Didn't like the biker gang. Interesting. Yeah, same. Hi, Goldman. What's up, Matthew Black? Hello. What's up, Dutastic? Dutastic had some good comments yesterday, and since I am sleep deprived, I don't remember any of them. But I do remember watching the episode. Very late at night. I'm running on very little sleep. By the way, so it is I wish this was alcohol. By the way, so it is currently about 7:22 Eastern. At 8 Eastern, so in just under 40 minutes, the Tatooine show will be going live. So if you want to catch even more of me, because apparently 30 minutes isn't going to be enough, you can hop on over there and you can listen to me debate Star Wars only, Darth Daddy Lunga, and Palpa memes, and I will destroy them all with facts and logic about why my opinion is right and theirs are wrong. I feel like the general consensus seems to be that the episode was good, but the bikers/chase scene were bad. I'll wait another minute or so to give my thoughts, because I like how I put my title is a little clickbaity, by the way. It's I said my thoughts ... It's like, what does he mean? What does he want? If the Wookiee brought a blaster, the show would have been over. Did he not? Did he ever have a blaster? When we saw him in the second episode, did he have like a bowcaster like Chewbacca does? I don't remember. It's fun if you are into fantasy serials and can accept some major cheese. If you expect Sopranos, this series is going to disappoint you. Considering this is Star Wars, you should not be expecting The Sopranos. But what do I know? The episode was good, but I wasn't a fan of the biker gang. That seems to be a very common take. I didn't love the biker gang, but it didn't bother me enough. And the chase scene didn't bother me in the slightest. Interesting. For once, I wanted the flashback to go on longer. I thought the twins trying to kill Boba and then leave was a bit sudden. The series overall feels rushed and could use more episodes. All right. So what are my thoughts on the episode? God, I feel like congested. I feel like a slob. Let me sit up for this. It's Star Wars. I should sit up for this, right? Adjust my mic. By the way, hope my new mic sounds good. Did spend a lot of money on it. So, I did not like the first two episodes. I thought the first episode did a poor job setting up the conflict of the show. And the stuff with the Tusken Raiders was very uninteresting. And I thought the second episode was even worse. I thought the Tusken Raider stuff was incredibly uninteresting. Although the chase fight on the train, the speeder train, was really cool. The first 10 episodes, or the first 10 minutes of episode 2, was pretty solid. I liked seeing the in present day stuff. So when they spent most of the time in the flashback, I was very disappointed. So what were my thoughts on this episode? So it begins. How does it begin? Oh, is Boba meeting, or they're eating? So they're eating food, right? I always wondered, like, where did they get all this food? They're on Tatooine. It's like they're not like farmers. They aren't farmers. Maybe they have farmers, but and then we get a flashback to the Tusken Raiders. So we see Boba Fett. He's with them. He's chilling, and then he goes in town to meet with the Pikes. And the Pikes are like, "We promise you peace," or whatever. Blah 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 blah. And then he goes back and all the Tusken Raiders were dead. All of them, including the kid, Oh, that was depressing. I really liked that part of the episode. It's funny that um the purpose of the Tusken Raiders finally clicked for me. Now, just because I liked that one scene where they showed the Tusken Raiders dead. I didn't like them, by the way, because I hate Tusken Raiders and I was glad they were dead. I thought it was a good motivator for Boba Fett, and I finally understood why he was doing certain things. uh, and I still think it was the amount of time they spent on the Tusken Raiders in the previous episodes was unnecessary. But it's over now, so I'm happy with that. And then Boba Fett gets woken up by Chrysanthemum. The fight, I think a lot of people can agree that the fighting in this episode is just weird. There's a trope in just a lot of action scenes that really triggers me. Mostly when there's a big, strong person and then someone who's significantly weaker, where instead of like killing the person right on cue, they'll just throw them to the side. Like, I have a gun, I have a knife. I'm going to throw you to the side so you can run away. I hate that. Chrysanthemum did that to Boba Fett so many times. He's a Wookiee. He should have just picked up Boba Fett and choked him out right away and then snapped his neck. But, you can't do that. But so I wasn't a big fan of the fight scenes. But there's a lot of things in this episode that they flesh out the world more that I felt like the first two episodes didn't. We see the map and we understand, okay, what really happened to the criminal underworld after Jabba the Hutt died. And they said the Mos Espa was split into three, or the zone was split into three groups. One group was the Qualish. They took over 1/3. The Trandoshans took over another third. And chat, let me know, what was the other third? There was another group of aliens. I don't think it was the Niktos. I think it was another group of people. But anyway, they kind of fleshed out the world a little bit. What really happened after Jabba the Hutt, and they even talked about how they served Lord Fortuna. Hearing that was just so funny and so odd. And then once he died, oh no, there was the one guy with the beard, where he's like, "These kids are stealing my water," and he said people don't respect Boba. I like that, honestly. That's pretty ballsy, to go up to a crime boss and be like, "No one respects you." But he was honest, and it showed a little bit of character from Boba Fett. That's one thing I appreciated, was that in the first few episodes we didn't really see him rule with respect. I guess he offered the Gamorreans a chance to stay with him, but Gamorreans aren't real people. It was not the Gungans. I love me some Gungans though. So where was I? Oh, and then Boba was like, "I'm not gonna kill you because you just said no one respects me." It's true. So then Boba goes out into town and he meets up with the kids, the teenagers, and it's tough because their speeder bikes, they just didn't feel like Star Wars. Maybe it was the appendages. I feel like those were a little unnecessary. I feel like they could have just been some random poor kids with maybe some worse bikes. Remember, they got some like I don't know how to describe the way their bikes were. They felt like 1980s kind of. They just didn't feel like they were in Star Wars, but it wasn't enough to draw me out. It wasn't like Canto Bite that felt really out of place. Like these speeder bikes, their designs, the characters felt fine. They just felt like teenagers in Star Wars. The the robot appendages felt a little odd, but again, there was nothing too much. It just felt a little off. A lot of people seem to complain about the teenagers. I didn't mind them. I think realistically, that's how people would act, especially teenagers on Tatooine who are clearly thieves. And that one girl, the girl with the red leggings, and I think she was British. She really gave me Generoso vibes, very rebellious. And she's like, there's no jobs, we can't work anywhere. And then Boba's like, how about you come work for me? That was pretty smart. That was pretty smart of Boba. And it's a good way to recruit people into your criminal empire. And then the water guy's like triggered. He's like, "What? They stole so much money from me. I want more." I think he said he wanted 1,300 credits. Boba just gave him 500. I think I got my scenes out of order. I think after that happens is when he gets the flashback to the Tusken Raiders. I thought that was a great scene. It to me, what was lacking in the first two episodes was a reason why Boba Fett was doing all of this. I didn't know why. Why was he helping the Tusken Raiders? Why does he want to become a crime boss? Now, I still don't know why he was helping the Tusken Raiders. Maybe he just wanted to be a good person. But it makes sense to me now why he wants to be a leader or a crime boss. It's because he developed an attachment with the Tusken Raiders, and other crime bosses like the Pikes just killed them all. No respect for them and their claims to the land. So to me, it finally gave Boba Fett the motivation that I need to appreciate the story. What else in the episode? Oh, so then the twins, the two Huts come. A lot of people said that they were disappointed that the two Huts, were a threat. They were kind of established as the villain in the first or in the second episode, and then in this episode, they're like, "No, I'm out." To me, that didn't bother me at all because those Huts just didn't seem threatening. I felt a little immature. They didn't feel like a big bad of the series. So when they were like, "Okay, we're out. The Pikes are here. You should leave too. Don't trust the mayor." I was like, "Okay, I kind of like that. You can't have so many villains in the series, right? You can't have the mayor as a threat. You can't have the Pikes as a threat. You can't have the Hutts as a threat. You can't have Black Chrysanthemum as a threat. So you kind of move a few of them out of the way. I did like how Boba just let go of Chrysanthemum, and there's something he said that I really appreciated. He's like, when he let Chrysanthemum go, Fennec Shan's like, we should kill him, and he's like, no, he's just doing his job, no hard feelings. I was like, okay, I really like that. I really like that. And then even Chrysanthemum's like, what the hell? And then he just ran off, which was kind of funny. So then they go back to town and they find they try to talk to that one the one Twi'lek who works for the mayor, and the mayor's gone. And the Twi'lek's like, I will give him or I will give the fan base that the speeder chase wasn't the best. Again, those speeder bikes just feel weird. My boy Star Wars Only was like, it feels like Power Rangers, and yeah, I can see that. It wasn't enough to ruin the episode for me. People think I'm a weirdo. For me, the action in an episode doesn't need to be great. People say, "Oh, the speeder bikes are cheesy. The kids are cheesy. It's all corny." And I'm like, this is the foundation of Star Wars. Star Wars is a very corny, cheesy franchise. Don't expect, I think someone in the chat said earlier, don't expect the Sopranos with this series. This is Star Wars. Star Wars is for kids. So it didn't bother me too much. And the action scene was, yeah, it wasn't the best. Just you know what I felt like? I felt like I was back playing the Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, and I was just on the like Luke's speeder in Mos Eisley, and just like driving around and crashing into everything. That's how I felt. And then they find the Twi'lek guy, and he's like, "Oh, the mayor's gone." And the Pikes arrive in town on some big like transport ship, and it established now. Overall, I guess that's a big summary of the episode. It wasn't too long. It was like 38 minutes, similar to the first episode. Overall, this was my favorite episode of the series, easily. Maybe it's because I'm so anti-flashback, and I wanted in the current state of the Boba Fett story in the present progressed quite a bit. They wrapped up the flashbacks. We probably won't get any more of that. We might get a little bit, but that's fine. I just hope it's not too much. I got the biggest reason why this episode worked for me was because of the flashback, even though it's quick. It was because I finally understood why Boba Fett wants to be a leader. He wants to be a leader because he kind of wants to not so much avenge the Tusken Raiders, but rule in a way with respect, not with fear. The way the Pikes rule with fear. Man, I'm such a hypocrite. If you see me on Twitter, I was saying like, "Oh, Star Wars fans want too many cameos. They want all their favorite characters to appear in all the shows." And I'm like, oh, I was really hoping that when one of the Huts was like, "The mayor is working for another syndicate," I really hoped he was going to say Crimson Dawn. I would have gotten so excited. But again, that's because I'm a Disney shill. But I'm happy with what I got. I'm not going to be upset just because I don't get my girl Kira. That is fine. So yeah, overall, I really enjoyed this episode. Was it great? No, but not all episodes in the series can be great, right? Maybe Mandalorian season 2 was pretty close, but the story definitely ramped up a little bit, and I can kind of see the direction where they're going. Now it's interesting because they say they're going to war. Now Boba Fett doesn't have an army really, so everyone thought that the Tusken Raiders. I thought the seeds were planted that the Tusken Raiders would be an army that Boba Fett would come back to later and they would help him, but that's not the case because they're dead. So maybe he'll find some other Tusken Raiders out there to help him, but I doubt it. I think the Tusken Raiders story's over. But yeah, it was a solid episode. Let me know what you guys think. Any what were your favorite and least favorite parts of the episode? And did the kid like biker gang that feel too out of Star Wars, or just a little bit out of Star Wars? Because for me, it was a little bit, but not enough to where it like completely took me out of the episode. They gotta explore other different kinds of. Not everything can look the same. Loved this episode so much. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I wouldn't say I loved the episode. I wouldn't say I loved it, but I would give it. I think I gave it. I think I said 8 out of 10 earlier. I think I'm gonna decrease it slightly to a 7.5 out of 10. It was a solid, good episode. I enjoyed it. I think they're saving Crimson Dawn for future projects. I was curious, and I brought this up in my chat yesterday. The Mandalorian season 2 ended with the post-credit scene of Boba Fett. Do you think that's gonna be a series regular? I think for shows that have seasons, they're gonna keep on doing that. Like I don't think they're gonna have a post-credit scene for Obi-Wan. I'm sure whatever Ewan McGregor is doing, it's Obi-Wan and that's it. So yeah, I don't think we're getting anything more than that. How's the quality of my camera, by the way? Just a little bit of a side note, because again, you guys know I usually keep my iPad on the side here, and I don't know. I feel like the quality just doesn't look great, even though I pay for higher quality videos. Triggered. Oh well. Favorite, Black K. Least fave, Biker Gang. Don't hate them, just didn't love them. Yeah, to me, are they the least favorite part of the episode? I guess, but I don't dislike them. They're interesting. I like the aspect of Boba Fett recruiting a bunch of teenagers. To me, it just sounds like a unique idea, and I kind of like it. And it makes sense. Free labor. Oh no, it's not free labor, but he has the money, so paying people is not a concern. I don't know how he has the money. I love the bit with the Rancor. The biker stuff felt like 2015 in Back to the Future. Oh, I forgot about the Rancor. Yeah. That's actually an interesting part and not many people are talking about. Maybe I completely misread the episode. But when Boba Fett left the room and Danny Trejo was like, "Don't worry, he'll be back." It made me wonder, is there something sinister going on? Is Boba Fett falling for a trap, or was he just genuine and saying, "Oh, Boba Fett will be back, don't worry." What do you guys think? Do you guys think that was like a trap setting up? I kind of got that kind of vibe, but again, I could very well be misreading the episode. Okay, gotta study for semester tests now. Watch full stream later. Good luck with your exams. God, I do not miss exams. Boba probably has whatever money Bib Fortuna had lying around the palace. Is that how money works? I guess. He seemed genuine. Oh wait, I think this was I think Dutastic said this. I'm not sure if you're still here. Uh, Actually, no. Someone in my stream said this last night when I was watching the episode. How when Boba Fett was saying he wants to ride the Rancor, and the other guy, the Danny Trejo, was like, "No, Rancors are tough," and he's like, "Oh, I've rode bigger things." I was like, "The holiday special." They keep on referencing the holiday special. God, I love it. I love when like Star Wars acknowledges the shitty part of the franchise. Bear with me, but like the prequel appreciation, I really appreciate. Am I a prequel fan? No, but seeing Camino again. I mean, listen, I don't like Attack of the Clones, but seeing Camino again was kind of cool. Like, okay, and I like how he's like, oh, he sold water, and then Bo was like, I grew up all around water. He seemed genuine. Interesting. I hope genuine, but the Rancor was a gift from the twins, so I don't think we'll see the twins again. Do you think everyone's out to cross Boba Fett? I don't think so. I don't think there's 4 episodes left. Do you think they can do that? Maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, that was me saying that about the holiday special. Okay, so it was you. The bike gang needed more development, but overall it was good. I don't think so. I don't think the biker gang needs development. I think they kind of serve their purpose. They're kind of just the Boba Fett's henchmen and women. How many of them were there? 6? 5? I don't know. I like how he made the joke. He's like, keep an eye on them. And then the guy with the robot eyes like, don't worry. I don't take offense. I was like, that was funny. I just like cheesy humor, I'm like, I love dad jokes. I love that kind of crap. So I enjoyed that. Some leaks were saying that Moochie from Bad Batch was going to be in it. Is it confirmed this Rancor was Moochie? They didn't say the Rancor's name. I was if you want to rewatch my reaction, I was saying that the entire time. I was like, "Is this Moochie? Is it Moochie? Is it Moochie? Say Moochie, say Moochie." But they didn't say anything. And I was like, it's a little bit of a missed opportunity. Maybe they'll say it again, but it's like, just have a connection. Why not? No, I think it's a different Rancor because I think they were saying it was male. That is true. So the one in the Bad Batch was female. Did they say that? Because they did say this one was male. I don't remember if the Bad Batch one was male or female. If Kira shows up, it will redeem the first 2 episodes for you. No, the thing is, the first 2 episodes I didn't like, and then that's that. But I did like the 3rd episode, and the series is more interesting to me now. It's not like the first 2 episodes were so bad that whatever the rest of the series does, it's irredeemable. I just think they did the story elements in a relatively poor way. And I think the 3rd episode picked it up and is taking the show in a direction that I'm happy with. Do I think the show is going to be even remotely as good as The Mandalorian? No, but not everything needs to be. I'm enjoying. I enjoyed a lot of aspects of the 3rd episode, and if the rest of the series can be that quality and maybe a little better, I'll be a happy Star Wars fan. Hello there, Goldman, and our Lord and Savior Claude. Good to see you, Crystal Customs. The Rancor is a boy, not girl. I know, but is the one in the Bad Batch a boy as well? I hope you're right about the Rancor. That 4chan leak for Boba Fett sounded terrible. I don't remember the leak. I don't think I read it. I think I heard a few things, but I didn't read most of it. By the way, guys, just in case you haven't already, make sure you absolutely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Destroy it right now. Press it a bunch of times. Beep, 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 beep. Make sure you do that for me, please. It'll make me happy. It'll just make me happy. Let's see. We got 18 minutes until the Tatooine show. Again, not sure if you missed it, but the Tatooine show will be going live in about 18 minutes or so. So I'm gonna end this stream at about like 55ish, and then once it reaches 8 o'clock, then I'll start there. So you can find me on Star Wars Only's channel or the new Tatooine show YouTube channel. So you can find me there. I think the Bad Batch one is female. I think you're right, Marvel. I don't want to see a single lightsaber in the show for one. Just have it stand on its own. To me, I would mostly agree, but it's not like if a lightsaber shows up, it instantly ruins it for me, Oh, speaking of Claude, this is a bit of a random question, but where do you get Claude? I think that was no joke, just a website called cardboardcutouts.com. I'm pretty sure that's where I got him. I was like, I've talked about the origins of Claude, but that's a good question for another time. I will press it twice, Goldman. False. Because if you press it twice, then you unliked it. So you want to press it an odd number of times. So press it 3 times. Do you think we will get a flashback where Boba finds Fennec after she was shot? I don't think it's necessary. I really don't think it's necessary. They might, because I remember I think it was Lunga or Palpamemes who told me that in the trailers there was one shot of Boba with his like black hood and his like Tusken Raider outfit walking towards Jabba's palace. So, and that seems likely to be a flashback because he doesn't have he doesn't wear that outfit anymore. He has his armor. So I wouldn't be surprised if there were more flashbacks. I don't think they're necessary anymore, but they could be done well. I think this series hasn't done them well for the most part, but I like the ones from episode 3. I pressed it an even number of times. You're just not a true fan. You're a hater. You're a hater. You too, the Blue Pig. You're all haters. So yeah. Bro, I hope we see how Boba gets his armor back. What do you mean? We saw how he got his armor back. That happened in The Mandalorian. You forgetting? You tripping, dog? Muchi is going to become the new Rada, with everyone asking if she could pop up in this or that. I really wanted Rada to show up. God, I'm such like a shill. I'm such a weirdo. Like you could argue I'm a hypocrite. I don't want like all these big characters to show up left and right, but I do want like the completely minuscule characters that no one cares about, like the Hutts. I just wish the guy's like, oh, I'm Rada. It's like, oh, doesn't change anything, but you're the baby from the Clone Wars. I like that. And this is Jabba's son, so if Jabba died, Jabba's son should have the rights to whatever he built. So I didn't hate the bikers. It felt like they were on the wrong planet. Yeah, that's a good point because those speeder bikes, yeah, they didn't feel like Star Wars, but they felt a little fancy for Tatooine. I was like, I saw a bunch of pod racers. They all looked like crap. This was they all had shiny speeder bikes, and they said they were poor. They don't have any jobs, so how could they afford these fancy speeder bikes? I just like Ray's one was a little bit bigger in the Force Awakens, but something more akin to that would have been probably been better. I'm an anti-shill. Wow, that means you are lame. I hate you. Okay, thanks. I want to get my brother a Max Rebo cutout for his birthday because he loves him as you love Claude. Max Rebo, man. Yeah, dude. We were chatting about this yesterday during the stream. Max Rebo survived. Max Rebo was on the sail barge and he survived. How is that possible? Max Rebo is a Mary Sue. I said the thing about Boba approaching the palace during a flashback. Oh, it was you? God, see, my memory's shot, dude. My short-term memory is actually gone, which is a little depressing. But whatever. Life is life. The bikers belong on the streets of Coruscant. Yeah. I could see that more on like a Coruscant type vibe, but not Tatooine. Rada really needs to be continued. His character has been abandoned by Star Wars. It's a shame. It's a shame. Justice for Rada. You think we should like start that trend on a Twitter hashtag? I'm gonna tweet that right now. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you should like it. Hashtag justice for Rada. Is there a GIF of Baby Jabba the Hutt? Let's see, Baby Jabba. Baby Jabba. Here we go. That's funny. So yeah, follow me on Twitter and like that tweet. Retweet it. Start a movement. Justice for Rada. That's funny. That is funny. Maybe Boba will form an alliance with the great Hondo Onaka. That would make it an instant 10 out of 10. Not for me. I'm not a Hondo fan. But I'm a weirdo, so. I was just confused by why it was such a big thing they were cyborgs. So this is Star Wars. People have limbs cut off left and right and replace them, no problem. Yeah, I guess. I think it's a little bit of a bigger deal because they're on Tatooine, and Tatooine's supposed to be like the complete poorest part of the galaxy. Someone no one wants to go unless you're a crime boss. Hashtag justice for Rada. Hey, we already got 2 likes and a retweet. Nice. You guys are awesome. Does the Obi-Wan series come out this year or 2023? Probably in like a few months. This year, Giants fan. Giants fan. I remember him. He was here for a while. Thoughts on Joe Judge? I'm at work waiting for my last few minutes. Glad I can watch this until then. Hey, as long as you destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm, this guy's happy. No. Thank you for tuning in. So in the pre-show stream, you asked about how the Hutt Council got destroyed. TLDR, Hutt got big mad at Vader and attacked. So Palp sent Vader to wipe them out. Jabba was the last council member alive. Okay. I mean, I guess like I'm a little bit of a hypocrite. There's some people that say, oh, they don't want all these big things happening in the books and comics, but you want the books and comics to have some weight to the franchise. They can't all just be one-off stories. So I kind of like that. Oh, if he teams up with Hondo, I'm going to flip. I'm not a Hondo fan. Am I like the only person that doesn't like Hondo? I probably am. Do you guys think I need a haircut, by the way? I probably do. The thing that makes something feel like Star Wars is that Star Wars feels dirty and lived in. Those speeders feel way too clean for Tatooine. Yeah, and then that's one of my biggest complaints about the prequels, mostly Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones just feels too clean at times. That would be exciting. Would it? We still have not seen the table scene in the Slave One footage from the trailers. Oh, speaking of Slave One, the fandom's gonna lose their mind. Because what's his name? Tamor Morrison officially said in an interview that they refer to his ship as the Fire Spray, not Slave One. Do I think it's silly? Yeah, it's a little silly. Like people, like slavery is part of Star Wars. So yeah, it's a little silly. But since I'm gonna remember, I am such a toxic motherfucker that like when people are gonna start complaining about that, it will always be Slave One to me. Boycott the book of Boba Fett because they changed the name to Fire Spray. I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna drink some water and I'm just gonna laugh. Again, I told you I'm toxic. I told you. Greetings, Viceroy. First, we need the approval of the Senate. I think the big thing with the bike gang electronic part is that it was that they cut their body off to replace it with stronger ones, not damaged from a fight, but they cut them off themselves. That must suck. Imagine just cutting off your arm. Like, even if I could get like a robot arm, I don't know if I want to cut off my arm. A robot arm sounds like maintenance, dude. I mean, you saw Boba Fett. He lost, or not Boba Fett. Luke. He lost all the skin on his hand. Fire spray is cooler, TBH. Honestly, it kind of is, but you know, no one's gonna admit that. Not sure how people feel, but episode 3 was my favorite episode so far. Mine too. I also hate the name change, but hopefully there's a canon explanation for it, and it's not just a retcon. I mean, yeah, but they've officially called it Slave One in the Clone Wars, so I don't know. Maybe Boba, if you wanted a good in-universe reason, I doubt they would touch it, but it kind of makes sense. Maybe Boba Fett just like, you know, I don't want to name my ship after slaves. Like, I want to rule with like respect. I don't want to name something slave because, you know, like the Tusken Raiders have been treated like slaves for so long, and I don't like that. To me, that's enough of an in-universe reason. Do I still prefer to be called Slave One? Sure. Am I going to lose more than a second of sleep? No. I mean, it's annoying, but I'll just still refer to it as Slave One. Get on with me. Yeah, like there's really nothing the show Lucasfilm could do to make us change the name. I mean, we still call Leia's sexy outfit Slave Leia. Like that's just not going to change. It is what it is. I hope we get more Fennec development. Fennec just seems. I like the character, but I just don't like her role in this. She's kind of just there. She seems like the more hard nosed person between her and Boba Fett, and I don't like understand the dynamic between them. She just like feels obliged to help him out. You know. Do you think we will see Jango Fett in the flashback? Probably not. You know, we still don't understand what those flashbacks are. Like, why does he keep on having visions of Camino? You know, I wonder what's the end game there. Weird. The name thing is just a fun meme. Yeah, honestly, at this point, Dave Filoni will make a separate universe just for Slave Ones. Yeah, you know that's the world between worlds. They're gonna not make the sequel trilogy retcon, but they're gonna make the Fire Spray retcon and make it officially Slave One. Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's been called the ship for so long. Lucasfilm is not going to change the way the fans call it. It's Slave One. I mean, it is what it is. Like they can call it whatever one. It doesn't really matter. I don't care enough. Remember, I'm so toxic that I'd rather see the fandom freak out over it. Justice for Rada. Go on Twitter right now and tweet out hashtag Justice for Rada. Make sure it's each beginning of each word is capitalized. Sup, Goldman. I'm not going to stay because of spoilers. I appreciate that. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you at least destroyed the like button for the YouTube algorithm. All right, guys. I'll stay on here for another 2 minutes ish because right after this, guys, and I see there's 23 people in the chat, so that's awesome. I'm gonna put a link in the chat right now. We are gonna go live on the Tatooine show. So it'll be me, Star Wars only, Palpa memes, and Darth Daddy Lunga. We will talk about today's episode of the Book of Boba Fett and some other topics too. So if you want to just hear us chat about Star Wars, go there. I'll send the link. We're gonna go live in about 6 minutes, so I'll stay here a little bit longer. Although you know what you guys should do, to be honest, you should probably watch the episode on the Tatooine show because right now right now, if you guys can do this, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you could go to the Tatooine show channel and subscribe. It helps us out. We want to build the Tatooine show because it's a great podcast. Ooh, we got Ray Palpatine here. I didn't even know episode 1 and 2 were out. Where is the hype? Where have you been? There's been a lot of hype. A lot of people seem to love the episodes. I didn't, but yeah. Also, hi, the Goldman. What's up, Ray Palpatine? Ray Palpatine. Fennec was kind of sus in this episode. She only showed up at the end of the fight. Like the biker gang came to Boba's aid quicker than. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, how did Fennec, the Gamorreans, and the biker gang just allow Chrysanthemum to just walk in? You know, that was sus. That was major sus, man. That was major sus. I'm gonna highlight this comment. So yeah, go to the Tatooine show right now. Click that link and subscribe. It will really help me out. It'll make me very happy. And we'll have a good episode today. We got a good episode because certain people on the panel did not like today's episode, but I did. And that's the best part when we disagree, we can have a good talk. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. You'll get more of my thoughts in a few minutes on the Chataween show. So make sure you hop on all the way over to there. Thank you everyone so much for watching as usual. I appreciate you guys checking out this stream. It means a lot chatting with you guys. And I told you guys I'm gonna do this more. I'm gonna do streams more. I'll probably do another stream on Sunday. My goal is to do a Sunday morning stream. In America, so this way people who are in Europe or whatever, they can actually tune in, and assuming it's not in the middle of the night, and actually watch and interact. And we'll just chat for an hour, have some fun, and then I gotta get back to work. Dude, I got some exciting things. I'm working with a guy who makes some awesome thumbnails, and he's gonna make some thumbnails for my new videos. So they're gonna be pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nice. All right, I'm gonna hop over. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the Clown Squad, and I will see you guys next time.